Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want us to do a completely glueless wig install or wig application, and I want to try and make it as beginner friendly as possible, because sometimes trying to master how to put on your wigs or install your wigs with glue can be tricky and it can take time. I can tell you that one for free. It really takes time for you to really no, the word isn't internalize, that sounds too deep. Just getting how to lay a wig with glue can sometimes be a bit tedious and it can take time, and sometimes you don't have time. Precisely, you actually don't have the time to sit down and do step-by-step installing your wig with glue or spray. So I'm gonna show you guys today how you can install your wig gluelessly from beginning to end. I'm gonna make this as beginner friendly as possible for you guys. So the hair I'm gonna be installing today is from Asteria hair. I'm gonna show you what came in the box, although the packaging is like super cute. So we have the hair, and it came really well packaged because it came with like this thing in the wig, just so that, you know, it's like maintains its shape. So this is the unit. It's just a beautiful straight unit. I think it's 16 inches long if I'm not wrong. And then this is the hairline. I'm seeing that the baby hairs have already been done, but I'm also seeing that I'm gonna definitely need to tint the lace, to put some foundation to tint the lace, but that looks really good. And then I can see it has two clips there. It has one clip at the back, has some lace at the back, and then more importantly it has these drawstrings. So these are what's gonna help us secure our wig really well and help it lay flat, especially in front here, because we're not using any glue. So it's really important that it has that, because when you're doing I'm just fastening the when you're doing a glueless install, the wig really needs to fit your head quite perfectly, and these two drawstring thingies can help you with that. Yeah, it also came with an elastic band. I'm not gonna be attaching this. I'm literally gonna show you guys the simplest way to just wear the wig. If it didn't come with an elastic band, you don't need to attach one. Then it also came with a bit more info on Asteria. So this is just like a brochure. It's showing the different options that they have. It also came with an insert on how to care for your wig, how to wash your wigs, so you can actually follow this and be able to take care of your hair, so that, you know, you can get the most use out of it and it can last as long as possible. Then it also came with a bag here. This is gonna come in handy for me to pack like my toiletries when I'm traveling. I actually love the color. Let me just comment on that. Oh, and then it came with some lashes. It came with a free pair of eyelashes, which look really cute. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the install. The first thing I'm gonna do is tint the lace. In fact, before I even cut off the lace, I am gonna start off by tinting the lace. I'm gonna use my foundation to do this, and I'm just gonna put it all over the wig cap. It's easier for you to tint the lace before you put it on your head, because sometimes like you can put it on your head and then like put foundation, but this is much easier and just a more foolproof way of making sure your lace just looks realistic. So there we go, that's how it's looking now. This looks more like my scalp. So now let me put this on the head. So when I was getting this wig, I've gotten a bit of foundation there. I'm gonna clean it up. When I was getting this wig, I made sure to get my wig cap size in a small, just because I want it to fit me perfectly. So actually, I've seen in this one of their inserts that they have a size and measurement, a way for you to be able to know what your wig cap size is. So I think this is also on their website, if I'm not wrong. So you can be able to know exactly how to get your wig cap size, so that you get the perfect size, so that you're able to apply your wig gluelessly. So here you can see you measure the circumference, e.g. front to nape, then you get all your measurements and you cross-reference them along this table, and it works. Let me just clean that foundation off. And now I'm gonna cut the lace. Let's cut this lace. I always start in the middle and work my way out. Hey, by the way, when you're cutting the lace, when the wig is on your head, be really like, lift the lace and cut it, because you can end up cutting your own edges, and that's disastrous. So don't like cut like this. Lift it just a little bit, just so that you make sure you're not cutting off your own edges. Okay, so there we go. Because this side is lifting a bit, what I'm gonna do is tighten those drawstrings at the back just a little bit, so that it can lie down more flat. So what I've done is I've really pulled the drawstrings close together, just making the wig a bit more snug. And I'm also really making use of the clips in here to also make it secure, because you don't want it to be glueless and then it can just like fall off. So you also want to make it as secure as possible. Now when you apply your wig gluelessly, there's always going to be like a space there, but that's okay, because we're gonna lay the edges over that. So when we lay the edges, it's gonna lie a bit more flat. So now what I want to do is twist the hairline, do a bit of work on the hairline just to make it look a bit more realistic. So I'm gonna take out one layer of hair and twist behind that, put some mousse on it so it can lie down, just so that it doesn't interfere with our good work. I'm just gonna do one half at a time, just so that it's easier. I'm gonna take out a little bit more hair and twist behind that, so that we have like a super realistic look. Okay, I think that's good. Let me comb out any of those twist hairs, because usually like when you twist, of course it's hair, so you need to get it out by either brushing it, combing the hair, whatever you prefer. Mid part, side part, mid part, side part, that is the question, isn't it? I think we'll do a side part. Let's see. Okay, that's looking really good, guys. It actually looks like I've laid it down with glue. And now I'm just gonna apply some mousse, especially here at the front, so that it can lie down as flat as possible. You can also use water in case you don't have mousse. So now the last thing I'm gonna do is lay the edges, although let me bring you guys in closer so that you can see that even if I didn't lay the edges, like the unit looks fire. It already looks good, you know, even without me having to lay the edges. But then I'm extra, so the edges are gonna be laid. And I'm gonna use my mousse to do that. You can use gel. That's it, guys. Imagine it's actually glueless, as in I don't have to come back at the end of the day and worry about how I'm gonna remove it with water, this. It's glueless, but it literally looks glued on. And on top of that, by the way, guys, it's really secure because of the clips I've clipped in on the side, the clip I've clipped on in the back, and it actually looks so laid, guys. It looks so laid. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any tips you have that you usually use to like lay your wigs without glue, no gel, no tape, none of that, just like putting it on your head and maybe laying the two edges and going, then leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna leave a direct link to this hair from Asteria hair in the description box down below, so go ahead and check it out. Again, I think the biggest tip I would say for you to apply your wigs gluelessly is make sure the wig fits you. And Asteria has really tried to make sure that you're able to pick out the wig cap size that is gonna suit you. So even on their website, I'm sure you'll be able to find this guide so that you're able to know whether to get the small cap size, the medium cap size, or the large cap size. So that's the biggest tip I would give you, is make sure the wig fits. So don't forget that one tip. If it's too big, it won't look good. If it's too small, you know, it needs to lie really flat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.